I remember taking this picture and being like, yeah, I look great. I didn't say it in the video because I thought it kind of went without saying, but God, so cold, sorry. I obviously don't really know what I'm talking about here. Well, I do, but like, I don't know. No, I don't know what I'm talking about, no, but as in this whole video is personal experience. I'm not a PT, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not, you know, I'm just a girl who goes to the gym. Just a 20-year-old girl who goes to the gym a few times a week. I'm just talking all on personal experience, so obviously that kind of did go without saying, but just in case it didn't, there you go. Hello everyone, how are we all doing? Welcome back to a brand new video. I feel like I have not sat down and filmed a video in forever, and I feel like every time I do sit down and film a video, I say that because it's so rare these days. I feel like all I do is vlogs. I have put in the most extra earrings ever to film a fitness video, but I got these the other day before Kate's party because I forgot earrings and then I forgot to put them in. I literally paid £16 because I was like, okay fine, I'll wear them tonight. And then I never wore them. Anyway, as you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, obviously, this video is kind of like a fitness journey tips kind of video. I feel like it's become apparent from like my weekly vlogs and probably just like my Instagram and stuff, mainly weekly vlogs. I am kind of finally back into like a good gym routine. I got a coach last April, so I'm going to talk about that a bit, like where I kind of was at before that and just kind of like my whole, like from when I can remember. And yeah, kind of touch on where I'm at, what's helped, yeah, just like what's gone on through kind of like my journey because people were quite interested. And then we're gonna have a Q&A section at the end. I popped over on my Instagram, you should go and follow it because I'm always asking questions and stuff on there. Some questions to round off the video with. Hopefully my journey part isn't too long, so I'm gonna be answering them at the end as well. So I feel like a bit of a recap. If you've been on this channel, like I'm talking OG, like probably within my first like 5,000 subscribers, I was like a gym bunny in like year 12. So how old are you? Like 16, 17? I would go like every day after school, so like 5 times a week. I feel like I got into really good shape. Like I never really like lifted heavy or got like strong, but like I lost a fair bit of weight and I got into like good shape. Life took over year 13. I got a job, driving lessons, A-levels, everything. Joined uni, didn't like the gym I joined in first year, never went back, and then second year was lockdown, and I feel like I finally kind of got back into a bit of routine in lockdown, kind of because there's nothing else to do, and my brothers were there, and my brothers have always kind of been very much into the gym, so like we were just kind of like working out together and doing, and my mum at this point was really into gym as well, so we were just kind of all working out together outside. Like obviously it was nothing major, again no heavy weights, no nothing crazy because we were just in our own back garden. October time came around and gyms opened back up, and I made my 4-week shreddy video. No, I was doing the 12-week program and I was gonna do a video every 4 weeks, and then I didn't because I think gyms shut again. That video now, like I don't actually want to look back. I'm gonna include some of the videos from that video now to be like, look, I thought I was doing something and I just wasn't. Anyway, fast forward, like my fitness journey probably again started in April. So I got a coach. I was with Empower Coaching. I'm a fit on Instagram and I did love it. I loved it. I've got all of my like pictures. So I'm gonna probably put, this video is probably gonna be like a lot of pictures up and stuff. Actually, do you care about like measurements and stuff? Obviously it probably goes without saying, but yeah, obviously it's going to be talking about like weight and calories and just kind of all things weight loss and fitness. So if that's going to trigger you, please don't bother watching. It's not worth it. But for anyone that is interested, so I never actually lost that much actual physical weight. I started on the 7th of April at 60.4 kilos, so like 60 kilos. And these were my pictures. They're not like bad by any means, like clearly I wasn't like, yeah, I wasn't big, I didn't have like a lot of weight to lose. I was just like unhappy, and I wasn't unhappy, but like didn't feel great in myself, and I wanted something away from this and uni to kind of focus on that was going to be purely for me. So that's the main reason I ever started. And then I'm gonna be honest, come summer, June, July, I really liked the way I looked. In like August, really liked the way I looked. But I wouldn't say I was very consistent kind of ever in my coaching, like that consistent. I'm talking like kind of like on my calories all day, every day, every week. Pushing myself that hard in the gym. I always got to the gym like probably 4 times a week was my plan. I probably got there 4 times a week the majority of the weeks, especially up until like November. I don't really think there was a week where I'd like really miss much, but my eating was just never quite there. I remember thinking at the beginning, in like the first month, so on the 3rd of May, so like a month, I'd lost 1 kilo, and I was kind of like, feel like I probably would have lost more by now. There's one, I think it's this one, the 10th of August. I remember taking this progress picture because I took pictures and did check-ins with my coach every 2 weeks. I remember taking this picture and being like, yeah, I look great. And that was only at 57.6. So we're only talking about 3 kilos difference, which is I think 6.6 pounds, so like half a stone. I guess that is quite a lot, isn't it? But I remember taking these and thinking like, yeah, I look good. And I felt really good all summer. I felt just very like slim, I felt very trimmed. I wouldn't necessarily say I felt very strong. I was such a typical girl, but a weight I always kind of went off because in my training it was kind of my main compound. I never did squats like as a kind of compound, like I do like goblet squats and stuff like that. I never had like compounds in my thing, so my hip thrusts were kind of the only compound I did within my coaching. I was stuck on like 60, 70 kilos. I remember I did like 70 kilos for whatever it was, like 3 sets of whatever. And I could never really quite do it again. So although I looked good, like I wasn't very strong, I wasn't very whatever. And as I said, I wasn't very consistent. So I kept in my calorie deficit for ages. So I was in a calorie deficit literally until I got to my lowest, which was 56.2, which is like this photo here, and I literally think I look better in August. So it goes to show you, like I was a kilo lighter, and like I think I look better in like summer, but I wasn't being very consistent. So I was in my calorie deficit for ages, so I wasn't getting very strong or anything. But yeah, that was kind of my coaching, and what she did was give me calories, macros to follow, and a workout plan to follow. It would give me meals that fit my calories, my macros and stuff. I think it's a very good like kickstart, but I think you obviously have to remember that if you get a coach, like your coach isn't losing the weight for you, your coach isn't getting you stronger, isn't waving a wand, she's like giving you the tools. It's up to you how you kind of use it. I'm very, very glad I did it, and I think I obviously like owe everything so far to that because I was following her plan and her macros and whatever. I just thought it might be worth saying my coach was £125 a month. That was student discount, but my mum got the same coach and she got the same price. I think they sometimes do discounts or whatever, but that is kind of like the range of price. So I'm aware that's very expensive, so that got me like 24/7 kind of like communication, new meals whenever I wanted them, bi-weekly check-ins, so not weekly. Weekly's like 180 from her, and workout plans and stuff. So yeah, I just thought it'd be worth mentioning. I'm aware that's a lot of money, but it's what I want. Yeah, I wanted to do it, but yeah, I thought it'd be worth mentioning in case any of you were wondering. That's kind of what kind of price a one-to-one coach is. But I just know that I wasn't completely consistent, but I was also okay with that because it was summer. I was going through some stuff, like I just wanted to like be with my friends and like be happy and like do whatever, and not like, I don't know, fitness wasn't really my main priority like through summer and stuff last year when it was the first time we were allowed to go out for so long. Like you win some, you lose some, do you know what I mean? Like it wasn't my main priority, so I didn't lose weight that quickly, but I was also okay with that because I wasn't ready to like not go out with my friends and not drink and not do everything all summer. So what I did then, I'm gonna be quite careful when I talk about calories here because just because that's what I'm eating doesn't mean that's what you should be eating at all. I'll talk in a minute kind of about how you could find out what you should be eating for whatever your goals are. I never did that, so just quickly now. So take this with a pinch of salt. Obviously I don't know exactly what I'm talking about, but this does work. Like this is what my coach does and this is like what people do. So whatever your goal is, lose weight, gain weight, maintenance, weigh yourself now so you can see what you are. Say you weigh 60 kilos. Track what you genuinely eat, what you would actually eat day to day. Like don't try and change it. Track what you eat for a week to see how many calories you're eating. Weigh yourself at the end of that week or 2 weeks. See if you've lost weight, gained weight, or maintenance. If you've stayed the same, you're eating at maintenance. Let's say that's 2,000 calories. So you want to lose weight, you want to drop about 300-ish calories. People can drop from like 200 to 500 calories. That's kind of like up to you. Again, that's what I mean. This part, I'm no expert. I'd say about 3 is like a good place. Again, you can Google. Drop, maintenance, carry on. You want to add muscle, you want to gain weight, obviously eat more. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was on 1,600. I think I might have been on 1,520 calories. 120 grams of protein or something. 45% of my, no, 35. I think it was 45% of my calories came from protein. So yeah, essentially I was eating a calorie deficit to lose weight first, to then put on muscle. But now I have left my coach. I hope that's kind of like a good enough kind of background, like what I've done. I did 4 like strength workouts a week. I did 2 sets of cardio a week on the Stairmaster, like 30 minutes. 2 times a week. I feel like that's the one thing I would miss. I would kind of only ever do 1 of them a week. I never really trained abs that much. Maybe like a little circuit after my 1 cardio session a week. Sometimes if I could be bothered, because I always used to do it quite late after pole dancing. I pole danced, so that's probably one of the main reasons my abs were quite prominent actually. That's only really just come to my head. I pole danced all summer, so by the time August came, yeah, that's probably why my abs looked so good and why they don't now. But yeah, that's kind of what I did. But fast forward to kind of like what I'm doing now, I guess. I currently actually have a program written by my boyfriend that I started properly last week, the week before. I think I'm only on my second week of it now. I started it like in the new year basically. And I left my coach just because I'm now at the stage where like I was supposed to be reverse dieting, but now I'm kind of just like not bulking, but like I'm keen to eat more and get stronger, so like essentially, but like I'm not gonna bulk. I think I'm just gonna sit like just above maintenance for when I'm doing this program. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So until like mid-March, I think I'm gonna sit just above maintenance, which I need to properly work out, which comes from being consistent. Sit just above maintenance and get really super strong, hopefully, and build a bum. So at the moment I'm doing 4 workouts a week. I'm gonna do 1 cardio day. I'm gonna do like 1 spin class a week. I love my spin classes here, and they're at like 6:15 in the morning. So it's great motivation to like get up and get going on Monday or Friday. So either to start or like end the week. I just really like them. I wanna start doing a bit more abs. I wanna kind of do like a minute plank after every session, and I'm starting pole dancing again. So at the moment I'm at now, I'm a lot stronger and I'm eating a lot kind of more. A few months ago, like the first time me and my boyfriend went to his gym, he was like, okay, let's squat, and I was like, I can't squat because I'd never had squatting on my program, and I was like, I can squat like 30 for like sets and that's it. And that's literally what I did. I think I squat like 35 for like 3 sets of 8 or something, like nothing crazy. And then we finished and he was like, okay, try a single of 50. So I did that, and now in my workout literally yesterday I work on like 52.5 for 5 times 5. So like strength comes really quickly. Like that was in October. I feel like if you're new, your strength comes really quick. And when I left home and came to uni, my hip thrusts were at like 70 kg, and then last week I did 150 for 1, and like I do sets of like 115. So if you want to get stronger, like you do just have to eat more, and you have to like just lift heavy weights. Like you really do just have to lift heavy. I think a lot of the time I go into the gym with a mindset of like, oh, the gym, but like really like you're there to work hard. Like this program my boyfriend's done now, I'm like, oh god, like I actually have to work hard in the gym. What a concept. But I would say I haven't been lifting heavy weights until literally like effectively progressively overloading. Does that make sense? Working hard basically. Like progressive overload is what my coach always bagged on about. So you're like lifting heavy, or like even if you're not lifting heavy or you're going for like 2 more reps, if you can't quite get the extra kilos on, you do it for 1 more rep. Like just really pushing yourself is where your results are gonna come from. And I don't think I ever really, I'm gonna not lie, like effectively did that while I was with my coach like once. I think I'd be kidding myself to say that like really I did work very hard and I lifted as much as I could. But I think as well that came from like me not being consistent. So like rather than like losing the weight I wanted to lose, because I didn't want to lose a lot, I only ever lost like 3-4 kilo. That should have maybe taken a few months, and then I would have been able to reverse diet, get stronger. But I was in a deficit for so long that like I just wasn't getting any stronger, so I found it quite hard to like progressively overload. I remember saying to her like, I'm so tired all the time, like I don't know what to do. But then I was really stressed as well, so like we tried a few different things. She put my calories up by 100 and a week, and then I lost weight in like 2 weeks. So that's kind of where I'm at now. I think I kind of covered everything, but I'm gonna answer some questions that you guys have had, because I feel like that's the best way to kind of do this. Someone said, how do you split your workouts? Like what would a general week look like? So I think it's fair to say that I've never made my own program. I've never created my own like workout split. I did shreddy, and then I had a coach for like April to December, and now my boyfriend's wrote me a program. So I've never kind of put my own program together. But my split, I don't do like push, pull, legs, glutes. It's like squats, and then kind of like accessories like upper body and lower body, hip thrust, and then the same, pull squat, the same, and then pulls hip thrust, and then the same. So that's kind of like what mine is, like a compound and then accessories and like whatever. A general week for strength and a cardio is kind of like what I'm doing. But yeah, I've never wrote my own program, but I think it's really easy to kind of form your own programs at the moment, or like pay for something like Shreddy. I've had Shreddy, it's really good. I feel like it's improved as well a lot. I know they're starting like an 8-week program. I think it's today when you're watching this. Apps like that are really good, or like people on TikTok share their splits, like just copy one of them like while you're getting started. Gym bag content. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you what was in my gym bag, so I thought that was a good question. I'm gonna go get it out of the car. Ta-da! This is my lovely gym bag. I actually need a new proper gym bag. I really want to get the Glossier duffel bag, like the yellow one. Anyway, out of breath now. First things first, hip thrust pad. Mine is from Amazon. I've had 2 of these. I actually think these are pretty decent. They're pretty thick. I can never feel the bar on me, and I would like to say like I lift relatively heavy-ish, like not crazy heavy, but like 100 kilos and you can't feel this on you. So I have her, she's important. I have this, which is a new addition. This is my belt. I've got a belt. That gym session I just told you about where I squatted 50 for 1. My boyfriend was like, if you ever hit, or when you hit 60 kilo squat, I'll buy you a belt. And that's exactly what he did. So this is like a belt for when I like squat. I can't deadlift or anything because I've got a fracture in my lower back. So if I deadlift and like do something wrong, I could literally paralyze myself. So I only really use this for squats, and I've only used this for the last like week. But I'm really getting on with it, I really like it. And then the rest of it's quite boring. I have lifting straps. So this is like when you're lifting so heavy like heavier than your grip can like grip. So you go like this, and then you wrap this around like the weight, and then you hold it like this. So if you're doing like a bent over row, or like RDLs or something, like you can basically hold it. Because like walking lunges, my forearms always used to hurt before my legs because my grip strength wasn't enough for the weight that I was using. You definitely know what I mean. And then we've got a long resistance band for banded pull-ups. Again, my boyfriend actually gave me this. Because he was like, you don't use it, and he was like, if you promise me you do them 2 times a week, you can have it. So I use that for my banded pull-ups, and then I have 2 booty bands, but I don't actually use these now. I used to like warm up my glutes, like activation, like every session, but I don't really do that now. I don't know if I should. I feel like it's quite a controversial thing, but JPG on TikTok said as long as you're doing a good warm up, like with your compound, like warming up your squats, you're fine. So I haven't done that in a while. I might do it again and see, but that is what's in my gym bag. And obviously normally headphones, and my new pre-workout comes today, so that will live in there as well. But yeah, that's it. What's a good first visit to the gym option routine? Like, what do we actually start with or head to? So I put this in just because I wanted to say I'm not going to be here telling you like what workouts to do, but on TikTok there are so many people at the moment that are making like first week at the gym videos just with like dumbbells. Just take a dumbbell over to the mat section, do some goblet squats, do some lunges, whack it on your hips, do some hip thrusts, body weight squats, anything kind of like body weight even, like you're kind of good to go. But yeah, there's so many videos on TikTok at the moment like that. Someone said, what is a calorie deficit? Please explain. It's basically where you're eating less calories than you're expending isn't the word. Then you're burning, basically. You're eating less than you're burning. So say naturally we burn like 1600 calories a day. So you're eating like 1500. So you've got that 300 calorie deficit. Like, you're burning this, but you're only eating this, and that's how you lose weight. You basically eat less, do more to create a calorie deficit. Cause that's like, people are like, weight loss tips, like you can obviously help, but like the calorie deficit's the only way you're ever gonna lose weight. You have to be eating less than you're burning. Advice for starting the gym for the first time or starting a fitness journey: take loads of photos. I'm so happy I have my photos to look back on. Lift heavy, progressively overload. Like, you should be a few reps away from failure, and get loads of protein in. Is that some good first tips? In terms of like practical, yeah, lift heavy, don't be afraid. Like, just know you're allowed to take up your space in the gym as well. Like, if you want to bench and you can only bench the bar, that's fine. Like, you're just as deserving to be there benching like 20 kilos than the crazy guy who's gonna go next and bench like 150. You deserve your space in the gym, so use it. Balanced healthy diet and workout routine while at uni. Meal prep is gonna really help you with that. Not like meal prep, but like, I never make a dish without like making 2 of it, just so that like there's always something to eat and you're not always cooking. So I think if you always have to cook, like, you're less inclined to just always cook. So if there's something healthy there for you to eat, do that. I think I'm gonna start prepping a protein, a carb, and like veggies, because I've seen someone on TikTok do that and I thought that's quite clever. So like a thing of like protein, so like vegetarian or like chicken or like whatever it is, and then a carb, so like rice ready, or like, I feel like you don't really want to prep pasta, but like, yeah, rice or something. It's quite helpful. And for a workout routine, I think you just have to schedule it in. Like, you have to make time for it. So getting up earlier, or knowing after uni I'm going straight there. Like, I think a lot of fitness and like reaching your fitness goals really does come down to like prepping and being prepared. Well, prepping and being prepared is the same thing. Like, just being prepped and planned, so that there's no kind of room for error. You know what you're eating, when you're eating it, it's ready in your fridge. You know when you're going to the gym, because then you're kind of the only person that can let yourself down, which is quite a scary thought. No idea how to use machines and scared of looking stupid. Oh, tips for the gym as well. Sorry, this video is so unprepared. Follow a program, get Shreddy, or get someone on TikTok and just follow like what it is they're doing, or like Google how to kind of like put your own split together. Like, don't walk into the gym with no plan. I think that's always the worst thing. If you don't know what you're doing, like you don't want to walk into the gym not know what you're doing, because you just won't have fun. You'll be a bit anxious, like, no. But if you've just started a gym, most gyms will offer a free induction, or they bloody well should. So if you ask for one, they will give you it. Like, they can't kind of not, because it's for that. There's loads of machines, there's loads of weights. They need to kind of like have their own back, and they need to show you how to use them. They will offer you an induction. Take it. I have had, oh, I didn't have my induction at this gym actually, that's not true, but I'd been to like 5 gyms before I'd gone to this gym I'm at now. Every gym I've gone to, I've had an induction, just because I also hate new gyms, like going into a new gym, not knowing what machines where, or like how you alter their leg curl. It's different to my one at my gym. Like, I just think inductions are great. It takes like half an hour of even. They take you around, they show you how to use every single machine, and normally they offer a free PT session as well. Take it. Again, even if it's just to be like, can you show me again how to use the machines, or can you show me one workout a week I could do? Take any help the gym is going to give you, and if they don't offer you it, ask for it, because they definitely should be giving you an induction if you've never been to the gym before, which basically just means they're going to show you around and show you how to use all the machines, which I've always done at every gym I've been to. Someone said not just for the gym, but what's the best way to stick to build a routine and stick to it? Just forming habits, like just doing it. Like, I'm rich coming from me because I find it quite hard sometimes, but it actually is just like getting up and just doing it, like, and just getting it done. That's the only way you're going to build routine and build habits. Like, if you just get up and do it without fail, and especially on the days you don't want to do it, is the day it's so important that you do go, because that's when you build that discipline and that kind of routine and that habit. You just have to do it. How quickly should I be progressing with weights? So it's not like a should, but as I said, you want to be progressively overloaded, and you want to be making sure that you're not becoming like complicit. I said the right word a second ago. Compliant. Comfortable. You don't want to be like really comfortable with the weights you're doing. So as soon as it gets easy, go again. Add more. So for example, what I do at the moment is, so say when I started this program, it was 50 kg squats for 4 times 5. So, and then one week I'd do my 4 times 5, 50. Cool. Next week I would do 5 times 5 at 50. And then I'd go back to a 4 times 5 but at 52.5. And then I'd repeat. So then 5 times of that, and then 55 for 4 times 5. My coach used to do it so it was like 3 times 6 to 8. So you would do 3 to 6 of whatever it is, and then you would do like 3 to 8, and then as soon as you can do 8 reps of that, you go back to 6 and you up the weight. So you basically want to be progressing however quickly you are progressing. Like, there's not a set kind of like you should be able to lift this much this quickly, because you might find that like your strength goes really quick, because like also if you're new to the gym, like your strength does just progress a lot quicker. So it's kind of completely dependent on the person, how often you're going, how consistent you're being, what you're eating, like so many factors. But yeah, as soon as a weight is kind of comfortable, or like not unbelievably disgustingly hard, you want to kind of be adding more weight, I'd say. Do I count macros and calories, or just eat intuitively? I do count macros and calories. Yeah, I do. I'm on 1,850, but I think I'm gonna work up to 2,000, maybe 2,100, see how that goes, because as I said, I do want to build. So I'm thinking now, while we're kind of still in the winter phase, from now until the middle of March, while I do my 10 weeks on this program, I'm thinking I might sit around 2,000, 2,100. I might switch next week to 2,000 or like 1,950 and just see kind of how that goes. But I've also been doing it for so long that like I kind of know what's in everything I eat, and I can have a good rough, like I can eat breakfast, lunch and dinner and know what I'm kind of in, or plan it or cook it and kind of know where I'm at, and then I'll put it into MyFitnessPal and just kind of see what I have left for the day and kind of do it that way sometimes, because I feel like I've got a really good knowledge of like what's kind of in my food. Like, I eat the same kind of like porridge every single morning, so I know I'm safe to eat that porridge every morning, and like set lunches, I'm like, I know I'm fine to eat that, and the dinner, like I said. And then I'm kind of left with like sometimes like 3, 4, sometimes 5, sometimes 200 calories to like kind of play around with and see where the rest of my macros lie, and then I kind of fit it in. But yeah, I do at the moment. Tips for motivation to stick to and keep a consistent routine. Motivation is the reward. No one is or should be motivated at the beginning for that long. I think motivation dips really quickly. That's when discipline comes in, and then motivation comes from, is the reward, comes from your results. I think you have motivation for the first like 2 sessions, then you're like, that was actually quite hard, like, and I don't have a huge bum already, like, it's kind of shit. So then discipline kicks in. Okay, I have to go for the 3rd time this week, and then on week 4, like, you're finally seeing a bit of glute growth or weight dropping or abs or back muscles or whatever it is, and then that's kind of like the results, and then you're motivated by your own results. I think motivation, yeah, is the reward, and it's not about being motivated, it's about being disciplined enough and like loving yourself enough to go and put that time into yourself and on your goals. And that is sadly kind of all it is. You just have to remember why you started, where you want to end up, and be disciplined enough to do that. And unfortunately, that actually is all there is to it. Like, I wish I could tell you some secret habits, because I would love to know, but like leaving your gym clothes out the night before, yeah, sure, it might make it easier, but it's just as easy to roll around and ignore them. It is just about discipline, and just being disciplined enough to get yourself to where you want to be. I think I'm gonna leave this here. A lot of people are asking about like foods and blah blah blah. I think I'm gonna film a what I eat in a week, and I also might film a weekly workout split. Am I turning into a fitness guru? Is that the best move? Don't know. Let me know if you want to see that. I'm very keen to film a what I eat in a week, because I think I eat good foods and people are interested in that regardless of fitness, I think. But I would like to film a workout split, just because I think that would be quite fun. But there is a workout in my last weekly vlog, and there's a workout in this weekly vlog coming on Thursday, so look out for them. But I think, yeah, I'm going to leave that there just so I don't blabble too much. Hopefully that was helpful, interesting, something. I'd love to bring a lot more content like this to my channel, less like sit down, more just like fitness or like morning routines or habits or nighttime routines, like more wellnessy stuff, because that's what I'm focusing on in my life at the moment. So I feel like that should be reflected in my channel. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Give it a thumbs up if you did, subscribe down below, and let me know kind of what else you'd like to see from me. Bye.